I was on a run this morning listening to John Maxwell, and I just had this happen last night. So one of my young hard chargers out in corporate America reached out to me a couple days ago, and we had a conversation about his success and leadership. So about a month ago, he called me with a leadership dilemma. He got tasked. He had brought something up in his company, and like a great company, they tasked him with examining it and figuring it out. He pulled together a team of engineers, and they built this new system, manual system for the company that would end up saving them millions of dollars across a year. So in the process of this, he called me and he was like, everybody else's ideas are dumb. And I said, wait a minute. I said, aren't you in charge of the group? And he said, yeah, I'm in charge of the group. And I said, okay, then. I said, you can't think like that. Their ideas are your idea. You're in charge of the group. Anything they do to win, you're winning. And he said, man, but my idea is better. And I said, is your idea better? And he goes, I don't know. And I said, what's your plan? He said, well, I built my idea, and I'm going to let them build one of their ideas, and then we're going to test them. And I stopped him, and I said, is that the best way to go about it? And he kind of looked at me, and he was like, And I laughed, right? Because I knew I got him. He's a smart dude, man. Brilliant dude. And he said, but Jake, my idea is better. And I said, if your idea is better, your idea will win. I said, but if it's not, you want the best idea for the company. He said he had a hard time with it. And I said, hey, man, this is one of those leadership dilemmas that comes up all the time. Great leaders are able to control it. Poor leaders are not. Your idea doesn't mean anything to the organizational success unless it's the best idea. And then people won't execute on it because it's not their idea. So as the leader, I tell everybody, I don't want my ideas to grow. I want everybody else's ideas to grow. Because somebody that you invest in and you give them power and authority and it's their idea, they're going to kill themselves to make sure that it works. Okay? So it's a leadership conundrum, right? Your idea or their idea. All right? Now here's my rule, the 50-25 rule. If my idea isn't 50% better than their idea, then we're always going to go with their idea, okay? If their idea has a 25% chance of being catastrophic, then we're going to go in a different direction, all right? 50-25 rule, man. You just let other people execute on their ideas. It'll be the best. So back to my guy. He ends up, I ask him, I said, what do you think? He comes back with, hey, why don't I let them all design what they want to design? I said, now we're talking. So he had a team of about 10 people. I think they came up with 6 different designs. They tested them all, and there was a massive winner. And it wasn't his idea, and it wasn't the other idea that he liked. Okay? Let that sink in. You can be a really smart person and still not have the best idea. That's perfectly fine. All right? It's perfectly fine. That's totally acceptable. That's how we do stuff. All right? So fast forward, they go to the company, boom, boom, he presents. We have a long conversation about how to present. You know, we have some dilemmas about it, what he thinks, what I think. I said, hey, test it out. So he pulls in some people. They test out the idea, and a functional test is the best way to show it. Boom. First thing that happens is they put him in charge of the whole project. All right. So he was softly in charge before. Now he's officially in charge. Fast forward another couple weeks, and then now it's starting to get good. He calls me. He's like, oh my gosh, we're implementing this across the whole company. Of course you are. It's going to save a lot of money. So I talked to him last night. Thus the reason for this video. And we had an awesome conversation. And I said, how are things going? He said, Jake, it's absolutely incredible. The response I'm getting at the company. People are calling me a visionary leader. They're saying we need you in upper management. But he has went from a guy that was in a room working on some stuff to now being groomed for upper management. Not because of his idea, but because he was able to fight the human nature to always want to be right and have it be our ideas. Listen, man, leadership is hard. It just is. It ain't easy. I tell people all the time, man, you live a day in my shoes, man, I crumble people. But leadership is rewarding. And it gets rewarding when I multiply others. right? I just made a force multiplier. My guy will never make that mistake again. And when he raises leaders, he will grow leaders in that same exact vein, and he will become more successful. So I heard a great thing. John Maxwell said it, man. I thought it was just absolutely phenomenal. It's easy to get people and grow people, okay? But when you really grow people and you pour into them, they become a multiplier. If you have 10 multipliers at your company and they can make 10 more, pretty soon your company will be unstoppable from just a multiplication standpoint of leadership. Let that sink in, man. We're trying to go exponential on growth. That's what we're trying to do. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. As always, we got the Schools Classroom. We are going to be blowing out the leadership section over there. I've got a bunch of videos already shot. I'm going to start editing them and putting them up every day. We're going to grow a leadership development program over there that I've already implemented in 3 different locations. I'm going to have that up for you guys, man. You're going to be able to come over to Schools Classroom. You're going to be able to go from 0 to hero in probably about 6 months, maybe a year. So I encourage y'all to go check out the Schools Classroom. As always, man, we building champions for life.